Anyway, let's stop doing that. Let's end this conversation with this.
What are you saying, you out-of-place loner? It's so gross to give a sermon on a group date. What's more, she's never had a boyfriend. Her boyfriendless history equals age. Isn't that too much?
My name is Ken Kakeuchi. I'm 25 years old. I have almost no dating experience. I'm your run-of-the-mill salaryman who only gets called a pervert by my best friend every now and then. Oh, right. I had some work I was asked to do. Gotta get to that first. When I was a new employee, I made a lot of mistakes because I didn't know anything. But now, I'm entrusted with work more often, and I feel a sense of purpose.
Good work, Ken.
Yukihara, she's beautiful as always. That's Sachi Yukihara. She's my senior at work, 1 year older than me, and the first person I've fallen for since becoming an adult. Hey Ken, could you take a look at these documents with me? Is now a good time? She's a quiet person and I don't often see her talking to people. I just greet her occasionally. I want to get closer to her, but I don't have the courage yet. If you stare at her like that, she's gonna notice, you know? Hey, Haruma! How long have you been there? How long? Well, just a little while ago? That's Haruma Takizawa. He's a coworker who joined at the same time as me, and he's the opposite of me, a real social butterfly, my best friend. We've been friends since college, and you can't walk around town with him without running into someone he knows. Seriously, at this rate, everyone but me will know you're head over heels for her, you know? Yeah, I'm in love with her. It all started when I was a new employee. I messed up. That day, I made a pretty big mistake at work. The people around me were kind and comforted me, telling me to learn from it, but I felt bad for causing trouble for my seniors. It was a mistake I could have prevented if I had been more careful. I'm such an idiot. I couldn't stop regretting it, and she was the one who talked to me when I couldn't even stand up.
Here.
Huh? Yukihara? I looked up and there she was, Yukihara, who everyone says is out of my league, standing there. I was really surprised.
Everyone makes mistakes, and I made a ton of mistakes when I first joined the company too. Well, see ya!
Wait, Yukihara! Huh? She was encouraging me? Yukihara encouraged me? Whoa, your flashbacks are coming out as worse! That was more than enough for me to fall in love. It was the first time a woman other than my mother had been so kind to me. I gave her milk tea later to thank her, but I was so nervous that I couldn't say anything else. I can't create any opportunities to talk to her because our desks are far apart. That's just an excuse for a chicken like me. Why don't you just ask her out for a drink? She might say yes without hesitation, you know? I can't do that like you, Haruma. I always preferred reading books to playing outside when I was a student, so I hardly ever hung out with my classmates. I never went out on my days off, I just played games at home. Because of that, I didn't have many friends, but I was okay with it. But even if I'm okay, my parents aren't. My parents seem worried about me, and they often and directly ask when I'm going to get married. But that's not why. Falling in love with Yukihara is separate from my parents' wishes. Oh, sorry. You came to me about work, right? What was it? Oh, that's right. Could you check these documents? You look at them so carefully. It's a big help. Yeah, I got it. I'll take a look. Huh? Huh? What's wrong? Even you can't find a mistake in these documents that fast. Huh. Are you saying I'm incompetent? Haruma is making a fuss by himself, but my gaze is not on the documents, but on Yukihara. Yukihara? Could it be that she's not doing well? A few days later, during lunch break at work, I was heading to a restaurant with Haruma to get lunch. So, has there been any progress since then? Nothing at all. Hey, Haruma, don't you think Yukihara hasn't been doing well lately? I've been worried about Yukihara ever since I saw her looking at her phone with a troubled expression the other day at work. Huh? Is that so? Sorry, I didn't notice. I guess I don't look at her as much as you do. That was uncalled for. Oh, hey. Oh, speak of the devil, it's Yukihara. I think it's the first time I've seen Yukihara going out for lunch. That expression, she really does seem off. It would be weird to just pass by. Let's just say a quick hello. Ah, Haruma, wait a minute. Ah, jeez. Haruma starts walking without listening to me. I hurry after him. Good work! Oh, good work. I say hello, piggybacking on Haruma. Yukihara looks surprised for a moment, but then nods to us. She seems the same as always. Was I just imagining things? I turn to say hello to the friend next to her.
So handsome. Hey, Sachi, who is this hottie?
Huh?
Why didn't you tell me when I asked you to introduce me to a hot guy? Sorry. It was so sudden, and I was at work, and besides, I don't really talk to people at work.
Looking at her, I remember Yukihara looking at her phone with a dark expression.
I'm Akura Yabamine. I'm Sachi's friend from college. You're really handsome, sir. I never thought Sachi knew anyone this good-looking.
Huh?
We were just having lunch together, and Sachi was giving me advice. I was saying I want a boyfriend soon. Do you have a girlfriend right now?
No, not right now. I mean, I'm not really looking either.
Seriously? Talk about lucky. Actually, we were just talking about wanting to go to a group date.
Oh, look at me being completely ignored.
Sir, let's go on a group date. Oh, and if that guy over there wants to join, he's welcome too.
Huh? I was suddenly spoken to after being treated like air, and I let out a silly voice in surprise.
Hey, don't be so pushy, no way. Hey, come on, Sachi, ask them. Go on, please, won't you? Okay, let's do a group date.
Yukihara remained silent at Yabamine's words. What a pushy woman, even though Yukihara has that expression on her. Okay, let's do a group date. If we refuse, she'll just find someone else to go on a group date with. So, it's better if we participate. Okay, I'll join too. Haruma must have understood my desire to help Yukihara. He smiled and answered.
Yay! Okay, I'll decide on a place and stuff. Oh, a 3-on-3 group date would be good, so invite one more person.
Once Haruma decides to participate, Yabamine smiles brightly and seems to be in high spirits. Haruma, sorry. Thanks. Nah, it can't be helped. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Sachi, I'll contact you later. Good luck with work!
After talking to Haruma for a while and being satisfied, Yabamine waved and left. Looks like we won't have time for lunch.
I'm sorry, you two. I'm sorry for causing you trouble.
It's okay, Yukihara. Besides, it wasn't me. It seems he wanted to help. Haruma winks and elegantly assists me. It's a high-level move and I'm shaken.
So, that's right? It's not that I wanted to go to a group date.
No. I've never been on a group date in my life. Well, I saw that Yukihara seemed to be in trouble. It was hard for me to refuse her request, you know? Yeah, I can't refuse people either. I know how you feel. So, it's because you're going to the group date, and that's why I'm also Ken is saying that he is joining because Yukihara-san is also going to the group date. Don't use your mysterious mind-reading skills and expose me without permission! At Yukihara's smile that I unintentionally made her laugh, I felt the arrow of love pierce my heart. Several days later, Yabamine was looking forward to it so much that the group date was set up at lightning speed. The group date was set for Friday night, and Haruma and I decided to go straight there after work.
Thanks for inviting me today, Haruma. Ken, it's been a while since college. Long time no see.
He's Haruma's friend from college. I've met him a few times, but he remembered me. Haruma seems to be briefly explaining the circumstances of today's group date. Leave it to me. He gave a thumbs up with a good-natured smile. He's a good guy.
Sorry I'm late. Sorry for the delay. Sachi was having trouble getting ready. Good evening. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting because of me.
The women arrive after a while. I feel uneasy about Yukihara's expression. Good work. It's okay. It takes longer for women to get ready than men.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
And so, the group date started with uneasy feelings. The meal seemed to be a course, and after we ordered drinks, the food was brought out little by little.
Thank you for coming today. I've been wanting to talk to you.
Yabamine doesn't seem to be interested in anyone but Haruma, and is only talking to Haruma. Thank you. Well then, let's start with introductions, shall we? Haruma cleverly deflects Yabamine's story, and suggests that the men introduce themselves first. I'm Haruma Takizawa, 25. I like to exercise, and I often play soccer with my friends.
Haruma, what a wonderful name. It's so wonderful that you're handsome and can do sports.
I'm Ken Kageuchi. My hobby is games, and recently, I've been going on monster hunts.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Whoa, that's super obvious. I didn't particularly mind the difference between me and Haruma, and it was the women's turn to introduce themselves, and it was Yukihara's turn.
I'm Yukihara Yuki. My hobby is... This girl is my friend. She's been a loner since she was a student, and she looks like a complete country bumpkin, and I'm the only friend she has.
Unbelievably, Yabamine interrupted Yukihara's introduction and started talking about things that no one had asked her about. Yukihara hasn't finished her introduction yet.
I was in the same university, but because she doesn't have any friends, she's always eating lunch alone. Such a lonely girl.
My voice trying to stop her was ignored, and Yabamine's mouth didn't stop.
What's more, she's never had a boyfriend. Her boyfriendless history equals age. Isn't that too much? And Sachi's face today? Too much makeup and too much enthusiasm. Too different. I can't stop laughing. I understand why it took so long to get ready today. Oh, I was busy today, unlike her, so I didn't have time to put on makeup. So I only did the bare minimum. Since it's a group date, I should have put in as much effort as Sachi. Sachi knows, right? I was so popular in college that it was hard. I was confessed to every day. Yeah, that's right. Akura was always surrounded by people. It was amazing. I was so envious of Sachi. She could spend her time quietly because people didn't gather around her.
Only Yabamine seems to be enjoying talking, but when I look around, everyone seems to be pulling back. When I looked around, I saw it. Huh? From the gap in her bangs, I could see tears welling up in Yukihara's eyes. I still remember the day she tried so hard to encourage me. I remember it so clearly at this time, and I finally raised my voice. Please stop it!
Huh?
Yabamine finally stops talking at my sudden loud voice. Everyone else is surprised, and all eyes are on me. I feel like I'm going to falter, but I look forward. So, it's not good to say bad things about people too much.
Kageuchi? acting the loner. That's hilarious. So funny. Don't make me laugh so much. My stomach hurts. I'm going to get abs.
I could tell from her attitude and words that Yabamine was making fun of me more than I expected. But I don't care about myself. Yukihara doesn't demean anyone like Yabamine.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Yabamine's voice gets heavier. It was completely different from the sweet voice she was using to talk to Haruma. I take a deep breath to try to speak calmly, and speak while choosing my words as much as possible in my head. Yabamine, aren't you saying bad things about Yukihara to make yourself look better?
I'm just telling the truth. What? Maybe you're jealous and sulking because you want me to be nice to you? No matter how attractive I am.
Ah, that's not it.
That's not it?
I'm used to being treated like this. I'm enjoying seeing what kind of vocabulary comes out of it.
A super masochist?
In the first place, I don't feel any attraction to people who say that, so I don't care. Of course not! You're just using Yukihara, who is kind and can't say no, even though you say you're friends. Yabamine doesn't have the right to put down Yukihara at all. I don't think that's what you call a friend. After saying that, I came to my senses that all the eyes of the group date members were on me. I felt ashamed and my face started to get hot. Anyway, let's stop doing that. Let's end this conversation with this.
What are you saying, you out-of-place loner? It's so gross to give a sermon on a group date. You enjoy being told that, right? Ugh, even grosser. Hey, don't you all think so too? Let's end this group date with this pervert and go to the next place. Don't make fun of Kageuchi.
Suddenly, Yukihara shouted. It was so small that it seemed to disappear, but her strong voice made the place silent for a moment.
Huh? What about you? You haven't said anything until now. Why now? Yeah, I couldn't say it all along. I'm not good at refusing people's requests or denying them. I was scared and I ran away. Everyone, I'm sorry. I should have said it more clearly to her. Thank you for coming all this way, and I'm really sorry.
As she said that, Yukihara bowed deeply to us. At that time, I finally saw her tears falling.
Ooh, it's getting cold. What? Suddenly so strong? You feel strong today because you have allies. Don't get me wrong. You're a coward, and I'm here to make you stand out. We're not friends from the beginning.
This woman, how much more does she have to hurt Yukihara to be satisfied? Before I knew it, my body was moving on its own. Yukihara, let's go home now.
Huh? Kageuchi?
I don't want to see Yukihara getting hurt in a place like this anymore.
Hey! What are you trying to do going home?
I put down more money, and when I looked at the other members, Haruma and my friend smiled as if to say, leave it to us.
Haruma, is it impossible for those guys to go home?
The only impossible thing is you.
Huh?
What have you been this whole time? Don't act like a princess.
Huh? What?
Are you really Yukihara's classmate? With that thick makeup, I thought you were older. And I've been listening silently, but you've been making fun of my best friend. What are you? Well, you're probably just jealous of Yukihara, who is super beautiful and has a great personality.
Huh? There's no way I'd be jealous of a gloomy loner like Yuki. I'm way cuter.
Have you ever looked in a mirror? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. You'll see your ugly face in the mirror, so do something about yourself before you say anything about others. You can't even apologize. You're not a woman. You're not even a person.
No! Stop it, Akura. I haven't seen you since graduating from college, but you haven't changed at all. You were able to stand there and talk about this story so proudly in front of me. Who knows the university days? It's all lies.
Whoa, I see. I'm meeting you for the first time, but it's the first time I've been so turned off by a girl. I heard from Haruma that she seemed bad, but it's more than I expected. Scary.
The two people who came to the group date with us are also on our side. Yabamine tried to make excuses, but don't ever come near us again. If you hurt Yukihara even once in the future, I don't know what will happen.
Huh.
You two, I'm sorry that this happened even though you came to the group date. As an apology, I'll plan a group date next time. Would you like to participate there? I'll do a fun group date next time. At first, the other two were taken aback, but as expected of Haruma, they were smiling and talking at the end. And so, the group date ended, leaving Yabamine behind. After that, Yabamine participated in another group date and told the story of this time as if she were a tragic heroine. But by chance, Haruma's friend was at that group date, and as a result of questioning the story that was similar to the story he heard from Haruma, the lies were easily exposed. Everyone laughed at her attitude of wanting to be phoned over even if she lied, and she ran away as if escaping.
What's wrong with those guys? Making fun of people? Don't mess with me.
After that, she seemed to be hitting up various places to participate in group dates without learning her lesson. But for some reason, she's being refused by every organizer. If that's the case, she tries to organize it herself, but no one gathers at all. And she seems to be spending her days struggling.
Why is this rumor spreading that I'm a trashy woman who makes fun of people and laughs at them? Even if I ask my friends to set up a group date, they refuse. What is going on?
Now, for some reason, bad rumors about Yabamine have spread, and it seems that it has become difficult to find a partner. I don't know who spread the rumors, but that person must have a lot of connections. As for Yukihara and me, after escaping from the group date, we were walking as far away as possible.
Kageyuchi, wait!
I snapped back to reality at Yukihara's voice, and I realized I've been holding hands with Yukihara for the past few minutes. I'm sorry. I was creepy, wasn't I? I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
A little bit of silence continues due to embarrassment and other things. It was Yukihara who broke the silence.
Thank you for earlier. I never thought you would say something like that.
That's because I couldn't stand seeing you getting hurt. Besides, I've liked you ever since the day you first talked to me. I couldn't stand to see someone as wonderful as you being made fun of like that.
Huh?
That day, you took the courage to encourage me, right? I was so happy. Yukihara's eyes widened, and then... Huh? Yukihara? Tears welled up in her cheeks. I panicked. Sorry. Did you hate my confession? A handkerchief. Do you want to eat candy too?
That's not it. I'm happy you remembered that day. That day was a memorable day for me, when I was able to show courage.
Yukihara said that she couldn't leave me alone when I was feeling down, even though we had never talked before. I was happy about that, and once I calmed down, I took a deep breath. Yukihara, I'm not saying please go out with me right away. You can give me an answer after you get to know me better. So, would you like to go on a date with me once? Please give me your time. I'll definitely make you fall in love with me.
Yes! I look forward to working with you.
Appearance is certainly emphasized when interacting with people and spending time with them. But I'm moved by the charm hidden within that person. Breaking out of your shell for someone important, that's small but big courage. It may save people's hearts or warmly wrap them.
By the way, should I also insult you?
Huh?
Thanks for coming today, Takizawa. This is my daughter.
Nice to meet you.
Ha! Of all people, you ended up with that plain girl. That's just sad.
Takizawa, please go out with me.
I don't want to get married. Are you still okay with that?
What?
My name is Ayumu Takizawa. I'm 27 and work as a security engineer at a web-based IT company. I just got confessed to, but I was trying to be honest about who I am.
No, I mean, When you ask if it's okay, I guess it's not, huh?
Hey, Takizawa, you're the talk of the office, you know.
An old friend of mine, and also the CEO of the web-based startup I work at, Shugo Yanase, approached me with a grim look on his face. Huh? What do you mean?
Don't what do you mean me? You told the girl who confessed to you that you don't want to get married and ended up getting rejected, right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's the truth. I'd be lying if I didn't say it. Yeah, I have no desire to get married. Honestly, I think marriage is total crap.
Wait, don't tell me this is my fault. Is it because I got married that you...
Ah, right. Your wife cheated on you in your first year of marriage and had a kid with another guy, didn't she?
Can you not rub salt or koji into the wound like that?
This close friend of mine is actually divorced. A textbook case of a tragic pretty boy. Can we not with the skincare metaphors? Anyway, I don't blame just you for my worldview.
So I'm partly responsible.
To me, marriage doesn't equal happiness. If anything, marriage equals misery makes more sense.
Don't say stuff like that. I still want to get married again someday.
Why do I feel this way about marriage? It started with my parents' unhappy marriage. They were always fighting when I was a kid. Things escalated into full-on household warfare. My sister, who survived that with me, ended up married to a guy who turned abusive and is now a single mom. And as for my best friend, well, you just heard that story. I honestly don't get why anyone would want to go through that again.
Oh, right, Takizawa. I have something important to tell you.
Huh? What is it, boss? Just another day, chatting with him as both a friend and my company president. I had no idea that important talk would completely change the course of my life.
Thanks for coming today, Takizawa. This is my daughter.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Takizawa. In front of me is the president of a major web company, Mizukawa, and his daughter, Haru Mizukawa. I never imagined I'd end up in an arranged marriage meeting like this. Somehow, I ended up agreeing to this meeting at Yanase's request. Not because I was forced, because I chose to. That day, Yanase told me about a huge new project from a major client. Wait, their condition for the partnership is that I go to a marriage meeting?
Yeah, it's from Mizukawa, a huge player in the industry. We can't afford to pass this up.
Apparently, they're launching a new system and want to partner with their up-and-coming company. Okay, but still, a marriage meeting as a condition? That makes no damn sense. But I owe Yanase. That's why I left my old job and joined the company he founded.
Thanks for doing this today. I appreciate you humoring my daughter's request.
Judging from how he said it, this meeting was Haru's idea. Not at all. I'm the one grateful for this opportunity.
Haha, I'd heard your company has top-level engineers. I didn't offer this job just to arrange a marriage. If that's how it felt, I apologize.
No, not at all. If that's the case, then we're honored to be considered. After chatting for a while, her father left the room, and I finally addressed her. I know it's weird to say this, but I've never wanted to get married.
I know. Yanase already told me about that.
I'm okay with it, she says, smiling without a trace of hesitation. Apparently, she works as a receptionist in the Mizukawa company building. At first glance, she seemed quiet and reserved, but talking to her, she's cheerful and full of laughter. But deciding to get married just for the sake of a contract feels a bit...
It's okay. We're the ones who put forth this condition in the first place. It's a shady move.
That's true.
You're honest, huh?
I completely forgot to ask her why me. I was too overwhelmed by her brightness. And so, in order to succeed at work, I decided to marry her.
Good morning, Ayumu. Breakfast is ready.
Good morning. Getting greeted by my wife Haru's smile every morning is something I still haven't gotten used to. A well-balanced breakfast every day, perfectly ironed shirts. All the things I used to do myself now get done without me even asking. Still not used to this feeling. Wait, are you off work today?
Nope. I'm leaving right after I see you off.
Then you don't have to go out of your way to. You shouldn't be late for work.
Don't you want me to?
Apparently, Haru's the type who dreams about married life a lot. She probably has her own ideals, but for someone like me who was never into marriage, it's a little uncomfortable. I don't mean to be rude, but you really don't have to do all this for me.
Huh?
Isn't it a hassle, waking up super early to make breakfast and see me off? I'm an adult. I can prep my own meals and double check my stuff. Maybe it sounds harsh, but I clearly remember my parents' constant fights stemming from these little things. So, I don't want you going out of your way like that.
Hey, enough already.
What was that for?
I'm doing it because I want to. If you're not against it, then just accept it quietly. Now come on, give me a goodbye kiss and get to work.
Once again, I was completely overpowered by Haru, who loves shoujo manga and romance dramas.
Ah, welcome back, Ayumu.
On my way home that day, I ran into Haru on the street, also seemingly just back from work. Did you go shopping?
Yes, it's Friday, so I thought I'd prep some food for the weekend.
You don't have to stay busy even on your days off. You should use that time for yourself.
It's fine. I love cooking for you, Ayumu. Sending you off and welcoming you home, all of it makes me happy.
You're a strange one. My mom always hated cooking, so by the time my sister and I were old enough, we could pretty much make things ourselves. I always thought of it as building life skills, but maybe a part of me had felt lonely. Watching Haru smiling and cheerfully cooking for me, I felt a pang deep inside. Let me carry that for you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it looks heavy.
This feels so much like a real married couple. Thank you.
Can't say I really get that. After that, for some reason, a sudden no honorifics rule was imposed. Since then, life has changed dramatically thanks to her. On nights I get home late.
Ayumu's computer exploded.
Why here? I told you I'd be late today, didn't I? Seems like she tries to stay up for me and ends up asleep on the couch like this more often than not. And those sleep talk lines are terrifying. Well, guess I'll carry her to bed. I found myself doing things that aren't really like me, but I think I'm slowly getting used to this new daily life. That's a seriously unique snore. She must be exhausted. Seeing her passed out and snoring, I couldn't help but laugh a bit. Haha, that's some weak security. Sometimes I wonder if she's going to unload a massive complaint at me someday. But for now, just seeing her peaceful, relaxed sleeping face, it actually melts the day's stress away. I carried Haru to bed. Right now, she's in a dream.
Hey, let's play house again today.
Playhouse? Yeah, sure. This was one of her childhood memories. With both parents busy, Haru spent her weekends at a daycare facility. There, she grew attached to a boy she met and would play house with him every time, smiling like the sun.
So, Takizawa, how's that big project going?
About 3 months into married life, I went out for drinks with Yanase after work. It's going well. I'm getting along with the Mizukawa development team too. From our company, only a handful of us security engineers are on the project, myself included. Their dev team is made up entirely of Mizukawa employees at this point. So far, coordination between the dev team and us in security is going smoothly.
Still, I didn't think you'd actually go through with getting married for the sake of this project.
Sorry, he says, looking guilty. He probably thinks I made a sacrifice for his sake. I made the choice to marry. That was my decision. The condition was go on a formal meeting. Marriage wasn't required. I could have turned it down. But if we did get married, there's a chance we'd secure long-time business with a major company, right? I wanted to build up my experience as an engineer. That's what ultimately guided my decision. It might be a choice people would criticize. That's why before deciding to marry, I was upfront with Haru about my intentions, no sugarcoating. Even so, she smiled and said, if I get to marry you, then that's enough for me right now. I want to keep learning and improving as a security engineer by working with big clients. And I want to repay you. You were always there for me when I didn't want to be home as a kid.
Takizawa, I see. Hearing that makes me feel better. Still, your wife's really something. Seriously, who else would say they want to marry someone no matter the reason? She's rare. Maybe that's why she's managed to shake even a die-hard bachelor like you.
Huh?
Haven't you noticed? You're a lot gentler than you were before you got married. You laugh more now, and you're always in good health even when work gets hectic.
I widened my eyes at Yanasa's words. I hadn't realized such a change had come over me. Guess I really do owe her more gratitude.
Damn it, you're making me jealous, lucky bastard.
Despite his words, Yanasa's smile is warm and genuine. I can't help but feel grateful to him too.
I had another nostalgic dream last night.
A few days later, Haru arrived at work at Mizukawa looking very pleased, probably from dreaming her usual dream again.
You're in a good mood today, Mizukawa. How's married life?
That voice comes from her coworker Takasugi Kyoji, who stops by the reception desk to chat.
Morning, Takasugi-kun. I mess up sometimes, but I'm really happy.
Yeah? Well, knowing you, I bet no normal guy could handle you.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Apparently, they were classmates all through grade school, middle school, and high school. There's a casual familiarity between them. By the way, at work she still uses her maiden name, Mizukawa, but legally, she's already taken my last name, Takizawa.
Well, if you ever want to talk, how about lunch today?
Good morning. As soon as she sees me walk in, Haru's face brightens like a light switching on. Takasugi looks a bit puzzled at first, but quickly regains his composure.
Good morning, Takizawa. Looking forward to working with you today.
Same here. Let's have a productive day. He's the team leader for Mizukawa's internal dev team, and lately I've had more work-related interactions with him. Good morning, Mizukawa.
Geez, why so formal? That kind of hurts, you know.
You don't need to take it personally. We're facing each other as business partners right now, so it's only natural. Watching that exchange, Takasugi seems a little stunned, a hint of confusion in his eyes.
So you two knew each other already?
Yes, actually, she's my wife. I never made a point to talk about my marriage with others. I guess Haru felt the same way.
Is that so?
He clearly didn't know I was Haru's husband. His eyes went wide with surprise. Sorry for the idle chatter. I'll leave it at that. Looking forward to working with you, Takasugi.
Yes, I expect good work from you.
As I walked away after our exchange, Haru was resting her cheek on her hand, grinning dreamily.
I see him at home every day, but something about seeing him at work makes my heart flutter. Takasugi-kun, my husband's in your hands now. I've always wanted to say that. Oh, and sorry. Today, I've got lunch plans with my husband.
She didn't notice the way Takasugi's lightly clenched fist was trembling by his side. We need to act on this immediately. At the project meeting with the development team, I laid out the issue. The Mizukawa employees started murmuring. Yes, a vulnerability was found in the product under development, but...
I see, that's a problem. Well, we can't afford to delay the project timeline on our side either.
Takasugi, the leader of the development team, responded firmly and flatly shut me down. Still, ignoring this could expose the product to significant risk. Our job is to find vulnerabilities and report them to the dev team to get fixed. It's up to them to do the actual fixing. Without their cooperation, nothing moves.
What matters is getting the product finished. Any product comes with some risk.
Leaving a known risk unattended affects trust. It's better to take the time to redress it. In the end, the meeting turned into an unproductive back and forth. Takasugi, he used to be open to our security team's input, but since then, he's completely stopped listening to anything we suggest. I was thinking about the sudden change in his attitude as I left the music hall building that night.
Takizawa-san, good work today.
Takasugi-san, good work to you too. He greeted me with the same usual smile, but he was one of my biggest stressors at work now. About the project. I tried to shift the conversation back to work, but he cut me off.
Still, I was shocked. I never imagined you'd be the one marrying Mizukawa.
Huh? Well, yeah, honestly, I was surprised myself. I never thought I'd get married. It all started with the sudden arranged marriage proposal. When I said I had no intention of marrying, the light vanished from Takasugi's eyes.
Ha! Of all people, you ended up with that plain girl. That's just sad. She's always been like that, you know, just dull and forgettable. Are you sure she's the one? You know, these days, divorce isn't that rare if you've got regrets.
He suddenly launched into a barrage of criticism. The old me might have agreed, might have even laughed, but now... Don't speak about my wife that way. He forced a grin, but I could see the anger behind his eyes.
Insulting her? Really? Let's be honest, who's really doing the insulting here? She's always been a hopeless romantic, always saying she could never forget someone. All her classmates used to gossip that she wouldn't date anyone because of that. So I stayed close, waiting for the right moment. Then out of nowhere, she gets married? To someone who doesn't even want to get married? Why you? I work at a big company like Mizukawa, and you're just some nobody from a startup. You're beneath me, a nobody like you.
You may be right. Maybe I'm not good enough for her. Even knowing our views on marriage were completely different, I still wondered, why me? But since we got married, I've started to change little by little. I didn't expect happiness from marriage. But living with Haru, I've started to see that maybe marriage isn't so bad after all. Coming home to her smile, it honestly feels like happiness.
That doesn't change the fact that you're taking advantage of her innocence. You seem straight-laced, but you're actually the worst kind of...
I was about to snap back at him, but then...
What are you doing, Takasugi-kun?
Haru came walking out of the building, clearly angry.
Mizukawa.
I saw you two outside and thought I'd say hi, but I figured it might be work-related and waited, but what was all that just now?
She must have overheard the conversation. From the look on her face, she caught most of it.
That rumor from back in school is true. There was someone I could never forget, but it wasn't marriage itself I was dreaming about. It was marrying that person.
Then why him? What about that unforgettable guy? You just gave up on him?
You still don't get it? That unforgettable guy is none other than Ayumu.
Huh?
I had met Haru long before Takasugi ever did. I'd completely forgotten, but we met in a daycare facility as kids. We always played house together.
Ayumu-kun is the husband. Haru is the wife.
So that means we're gonna fight?
Fight?
Because my mom and dad always fight at home. Playing house is copying them, right?
No. Ayumu-kun and Haru are totally in love.
Really?
Yep. I love Ayumu-kun, so we're getting married. And then...
We both ended up at that facility for different reasons. Me, because my parents wanted their space. Haru, because her dad was set to take over as president of the company one day. But still, she remembered me all this time.
You always teased me, called me plain, just like today. I never thought you liked me. You never confessed or anything.
Then Takasugi blushed.
Come on, don't get the wrong idea. I never said I liked you. I just meant someone like me is probably the only guy who'd put up with a hopeless dreamer like you.
You've been harboring feelings for Haru all this time, and just kept running away, didn't you? Too scared to confess and get rejected, so you kept waiting for someday. All just to protect your own pride from getting hurt. Am I wrong?
That's...
It's true that I married Haru for impure reasons, and I relied on her kindness when she still took my hand anyway. But now... Haru is my wife. I'm not letting her go because of you, and I'm not handing her over.
Ayumu.
Yeah, I still think marriage is crap. Joy and pain hit you like waves and mess with your heart. To direct such hostility toward a business partner I'm supposed to stay cordial with. And to see my wife so happy over just one word from me, it makes me think, maybe this isn't so bad. After that, I bowed to Takasugi, who stood frozen in place, and walked home holding Haru's hand. Now then, a bit about what happened after that. Takasugi couldn't hold back his hostility toward me. He rejected everything our security team proposed and threw the project into chaos. His stubbornness ended up causing a major delay, and he was removed from the project leader role.
Takizawa, thanks to your precise security measures and proposed alternatives, we've got a solid product. I hope we can continue working with your company moving forward. You did it, Takizawa. It's all thanks to you.
Yanase, I'm just glad I could be useful, and I'm the one who should be thanking you all this time. Thanks to this, Yanase's company saw a huge leap in growth, and things only got busier from there. As for Takasugi, he never got reinstated as project leader. He became so mentally unstable that he couldn't even face Haru again, whom he'd longed for all this time, and ended up quitting. If your pride ends up hurting the one you love, maybe that pride is something you'd be better off without. And as for us, later that night...
Jeez, idiot. Why didn't you tell me about Takasugi?
That's because I only realized today that his attitude was connected to you, and I didn't want to drag you into it.
Still, if you're hurting, I want to help. You married me for work from the start anyway, right? So there's no point in holding back now. Whether it's about work or anything else, talk to me about it. Even if it's about your belly sticking out lately or your hair thinning a bit, anything.
Oh, wait, is that really what you think of me?
Anyway, no more suffering in silence. Even if I can't fix it, just venting is fine.
Seeing Haru puff up her cheeks like she could make sound effects, What even is that? I take this kind of argument any day.
Jeez, what are you laughing at?
I used to think there was no such thing as happiness in marriage, but maybe that was just my assumption. Hey, Haru, this is a little late, but can I tell you something?
What is it?
Thank you for not forgetting me, for keeping those feelings all this time, for marrying me.
You're welcome.
Joy and pain, happiness and sadness, this married life that comes in waves. I can't help but wish now that it'll last as far into the future as possible.